Scott too, because I know he plays around with cameras too a little bit. What is your camera of choice? Your favorite?
Well, my favorite was the Pentax because it was the lightest camera back in the 60s, the lightest camera. The Nikon was heavy. The Pentax was light. So I loved the Pentax, but then I also later on graduated to the Nikon and the Hasselblad. I have a big 4x5 in my closet that I used also for tabletop stuff.
And did you do your own
Developing?
Yeah,
always.
And can you talk about that a little bit? Because I don't think people know. There's an art. I mean, it's an art to take a photo, but there's an art to developing because you have to gauge the light, the dark, and how that. So were those things hard to learn?
No, and I also painted with the chemicals. I use my artistic.
So that's your trademark thing.
So I have these faces that I painted with Dectol.
Wow.
On the photographic paper with the chemicals.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
that's
really interesting.
So cool. And do you, at this juncture, because the cameras are heavy, do you pick up a camera every once in a while?
No, I don't. First of all, I don't like digital. I really don't. I like film because I feel I'm doing something. With artistic is not only the shoot, but the development and the printing.
Yeah, that's the part I don't think people realize that developing is real.
Yeah,
that's something. That is something.
I did solarized prints. No. For me, that's part of the. It's part of it. It's not all of it. Shooting is important, and then doing the developing. There is a famous photographer that his work became famous because of what he does in the darkroom. See, I don't like to separate the two.
No, it's like you like ballet. It's a dance. It's like a dance. It's a partner. It's a partnering. You know, you got a pot to do. You got to get the photo, but you got to get the end result of the photo. Yeah. In terms of your life, your journey, what things do you ever pinch yourself, like because it was an amazing thing you did, or because you are so, determined and like don't let anybody allow you not to make something a reality? So what is your kind of feeling about walking through life in your shoes?
Yeah, well, first of all, some of the things that people like, it's not my favorite image. It's interesting. The image that I find the most favorite, is not always what people like. So it's interesting. It's a very interesting dance because, I create an image and I think everybody's going to love it. They're not. And I did a painting that Emory University has of these men, all, because I paint as well.
Yeah, I know you love to paint.
And in Central Park with their penises out, right?
Right.
So, I'm surprised that they kept it because it's so pornographic.
Well, now you can do anything pretty much. But and for you, Scott, and I know you probably want to show those. I'd love to show those other pictures. What in the journey, this part of the journey of this mission that you're on together inspires you the most, or what keeps you awake at night? She does.
Her, yeah. Yeah, she's so amazing, and her story really needs to be told. It is so fascinating. Anybody who takes it in, opens himself up to it, it's could change their perceptions and their life. It's amazing what she's accomplished.
Yeah, and I'm glad you're making a documentary, but somebody could make a feature film about the character of your life.
There's
definitely.
so much. There's so much.
They could just take one section of it.
Right.
Or they could have a series, it like one of those, like those ones where they have the 8-part. It's almost like a movie. Each one is a movie.
Exactly right. Yeah, and she's been mentioned in so many books, so many different places, but there's never been one thing just about her. So that's what this is bringing all of that together.
Right. I love that book.
And her whole history. So yeah, and we're really fortunate to be able to get it from her. Her story told by her the way she wants to tell it.
Right.
So.
Well, that's the only way it would happen because, fortunately, you have done life on your terms, not on anybody else's terms.
On my terms. This is a Chippendale dancer. I
knew that was what that was.
I had fun creating this book, but the orange, I was very upset with the publishers who insisted on doing orange lettering. I wanted it to be black and white so it matched this.
Right? I get what you would say, why you said that.
Yeah.
But Before we go, even though do you want to show the other two pictures that
Sure.
you have
Yeah,
that are
okay,
so amazing?
sure.
And then I'm going to ask you if, you could leave any words of encouragement to somebody going after a goal or dream like you have done all your life, like what they should bear in mind. But let's check out these other ones that...
So here's the cover of that anthology.
Yes, which is an amazing picture. They're all amazing.
And then here's the cover of that other one.
Which is, it's part of this one?
The one behind it.
Oh, yes, the one from Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And these are very, very hard to come by. You can't get them.
No,
so
I don't
I'm so
print
lucky to
anymore.
have them. Same with the books.
I don't have